Alright guys, I'm back and this is my WWE Raw review for the 31st, 2014. I thought this old school Raw was a good episode. I like the end segment with Jake the Snake Roberts returning. That was fantastic. I did like that at the end with him returning with the snake was pretty good, and Jake the Snake was probably better than ever in my opinion. But I'll get to. I was like marking out when Jake the Snake came out, because Jake the Snake is in my top 10 greatest wrestlers of all time list, and I marked out when he came out. But I'll talk about that later on in the video. So we open up Raw this week with Ric Flair coming out. He says that it's old school Raw, and he says that he says it's old school Raw. Then Orton comes out. He says that wait a minute. Orton says that Flair put him under his wing a couple of years ago in Evolution. He says that he's the greatest of this generation. Then tells Flair to get out of the ring. He's overrated. When the hell? How can Orton say that Ric Flair is overrated? Really? Ric Flair is overrated? Get out here, Orton. So anyway, he says Ric Flair is overrated. He says, get out my... Flair says, you got to be a man. You got to defend the he said, to be a man, you got to defend the title. Then Orton says, I'm going to go old school in your ass. Then Cena says, and then Cena comes out. Cena comes out and says that Flair's not overrated, and he says that they can fight tonight. Orton did say something about the Authority should cancel his match for the Royal Rumble. Cena said that they can fight tonight, old school. First match out was a 6-man tag match. It was the Wyatt family versus Usos. D. Bryan now has the Wyatt family vest. You know, the vest that Rowan wears. He has a blue vest now. So this was a good way to open up Raw. The Usos hit a super kick to one of the Usos hit a super kick to the gut of Harper. Then I think Ray hits a couple of moves. Then I think D. Bryan tries to tag himself in, but I think Rowan tags himself in. Then he gets caught in a small package. So one of the Usos hit a small package for the win. So that was a good match. And then we see segment backstage. Maddox tells the legends that one of them can be special guest referee tonight in the Sandow Khali match. The fans can vote on the WWE app who it is. The choices are Slaughter, Bob Backlund, Arn Anderson. They're the options. Second match tonight was Big E versus Axel. Ryback's on commentary. It kind of looks like we're gonna have a Ryback versus Big E feud at the Royal Rumble some point or something like that. I don't know. But with me, I don't know why WWE keep in the last couple of weeks since Big E's been Intercontinental Champion. He has been in like I think 4 feuds already. He's jumped to that feud. He had a feud with Sandow last month. Then he's had like a mini feud with Fandango. Now he's in a feud with Ryback. Now it's like WWE creating what they need to do. They really need to put Big E in a feud, a long feud, instead of just let him jump in. Instead of him just jumping to just this mid-carder, then that mid-carder, then that mid-carder. If it makes sense, well, you know, agree with me. Big E hits shoulder tackle or whatever, then Big E hits a big ending for the win. So it kind of looks like Ryback and Big E are probably going to face off for the Intercontinental title at the Royal Rumble. Then we have a segment, Piper's Pit. So Piper comes out, he's gassed out of Shield. So the Shield come out, Ambrose says, whoever gives this old man a mic. He said, who gives this old man a mic? Then Rollins says that Ambrose is a better US champion than Piper was. Then Piper says that Ambrose and Rollins have never defeated Punk. Then Reigns says he's going to beat Punk tonight, and he said he's going to beat up Piper. Then Punk comes. Then Punk and the New Age Outlaws make the save. So also hyping up their match for later in the night. Then we get a segment. D. Bryan talks to the Wyatts. He says that he wanted to be in the Wyatt family because he wanted to transform and be into a monster. And then he tells Harper and Rowan that he was a tag team champion and he wants to teach him more wrestling moves. Then Bray says next week is going to be D. Bryan and him versus whoever. I don't know. Did they actually say who he was going to face? But I didn't hear that. The fourth match tonight was the Real Americans. Fourth match tonight was Real Americans versus Brotherhood. Cesaro is an uppercut on Cody. Then Cody gets a hot tag in. Goldust hits a final cut for the win. This was a really good match. I don't know if these guys are still feuding or they're just. I don't know. With Brotherhood, are they feuding with the Wyatts or are they still feuding with Real Americans? I don't know what they're feuding with. Then we see a backstage segment. Then we see a segment. Booker T and DDP do some DDP yoga. Ron Simmons comes up and says damn, and I did like how DDP had his DDP t-shirt on, promoting his DDP YouTube channel. I thought that was pretty good. Fifth match tonight was Carly versus Sandow. The fans voted for Sergeant Slaughter as a special guest ref. We had the return of Reg and Singh. So this wasn't much to this match. Carly hits a chop for the win. After them, Sandow's foot was on the rope. He's complaining to Sergeant Slaughter. Then Slaughter puts him in the Cobra Clutch. He taps out. Then after Sergeant Slaughter and Carly dance. I don't know where they're going with Sandow. I don't know if this is going to be a feud between these two. I hope not. But Sandow could be doing a lot better than just feuding with Great Khali, in my opinion. I mean, he's a great mic worker, great in-ring worker, in my opinion, and he could be a main eventer. He could be in a feud with guys like John Cena, or a CM Punk, or a D. Bryan, or a Jericho if he returns. But I don't know why are they putting with somebody like the Great Khali. Put Sandow in a feud. Put Sandow in a feud with a main eventer who he could benefit from, like a Sandow, like a Jericho, an RVD, a Punk, a Cena, maybe Randy Orton. But yeah, like I said, I don't know why. Then we get a promo. Heyman and Lesnar come out. Heyman says that it's old school Raw means that legends can come out every once in a while to do their old gimmicks. He says that when Hogan and Austin were world champion, he says that everybody in the locker room was chasing them to be the world champion. Then Henry comes out. Him and something in my hair there. Him and Brock Brock and him do a bit of brawling. Then Brock puts him in the Kimura lock, breaks Henry's arm. So just because I did hear that Mark Henry has got an injury, I think this is just a way to write off TV. Then the Big Show comes out. Why? I don't want to see a Big Show Brock Lesnar feud. I think this is where they're going, but I don't know why. But anyway, Big Show comes out. He tosses Brock out the ring. Heyman distracts him before, but like I said, this was total crap in my opinion. Like, you've got a beef like Brock Lesnar, and he's getting tossed out the ring by a freaking Big Show. And a few months ago, he was freaking crying about losing his job. Like, come on, Brock Lesnar's this beast, and you're freaking letting him getting tossed out the ring by a freaking Big Show. No offense to Big Show, he's a good wrestler, but these last couple years have just been, crying and stuff over storylines. And we don't want to see that. I don't want to see Brock Lesnar and Big Show feud. Sixth match tonight was a Divas tag match. Alexana and the Lucha Brothers versus the Bellas. This was a short match here. Brie misses a dropkick. Then Alexana hits a bulldog for the win. Seventh match tonight was Too Cool versus 3MB. This was awesome. I actually did like when Too Cool came out. When Too Cool returned, I thought this was pretty awesome. Not really much to this match, but Too Cool did get a pretty good pop. Sky Too Hardy hits a worm on, I think, Slater. Then Rikishi tags himself. Then Rikishi tags himself in. Hits the bonsai drop for the win. I thought this was an okay match, a typical comedy match. Then we get a bad news Barrett segment. We have all the legends on the ramp: The Godfather, Ric Flair, DDP, Booker T. Who else do we have on there? $1 Million Man. Those kind of guys. So Barrett says that when the legends leave the arena tonight, nobody will remember them, and nobody will. He says that when the legends leave the arena tonight, nobody will remember them. Then the 8th match of the night is Reigns versus Punk. The New Age Outlaws introduced Punk. This was a good match. I think match of the night, in my opinion. I think that and the Usos 6-man tag match was real. That match. I think the 3 good matches on the show was the Usos tag match, the Brotherhood versus the Real Americans match was really good, and the Punk versus Reigns match was really good. Anyway, this was a real good match, and I'm glad that Roman Reigns is getting a main event. Is in the main event of Raw. This is pretty good. Reigns hit a Superman punch on Punk. Then Punk hits a Bulldog. Punk hits a GTS. Then Reigns kicks out, which made him look really strong. Then Punk tries to go for a high knee. Then Reigns throws. Punk tries to go for the Bulldog, but he throws him into Ambrose. Ambrose gets punched off the apron. Then Reigns hits a spear for the win. Then after the Shield, the New Age Outlaws tried to beat up the Shield, but they got beat up. Then the Shield tried to triple powerbomb on Punk. Then Jake the Snake Roberts made his return. Didn't get a good crowd reaction. It was kind of a decent crowd reaction. I thought it should have got a bit better, but it was a great moment to see Jake back. He comes out with a snake. He throws the snake in the ring. Puts the snake on. Reigns and Rollins run out the ring. Then the New Age Outlaws and Punk hit a GTS, and I think the New Age Outlaws hit a tag team finisher. So then Jake the Snake hits a. Then Jake the Snake puts Damien on Ambrose. Then I did see Ambrose smiling when Damien was when Jake the Snake put Damien on Ambrose's back, and I thought that was a real good segment. I did like that segment, so that's how we ended Raw, and that was a good segment because Jake the Snake coming back. I mean, him and Scott Hall have, they've done so well in 2013. They've not drunk any, they've lost weight. They've stayed off the booze and the pills, and they look better than ever. They've done DDP yoga, and DDP's done so well, those 2 guys. I wish I would have seen Scott Hall, on the show, but it would have been nice to see Scott Hall and Jake the Snake at the same time on the show, but maybe Scott Hall's going to return to the Royal Rumble. I hope so, but I don't know. But yeah, I thought Raw this week was a pretty good show. So yeah, that was my WWE Raw review for the 6th of the 1st, 2014. What do you guys think about the show? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. Brag.